Hey, this is Miss Ward, and I'm here to show you how to use some of the accessibility features on your MacBook or other Apple computer. The reason why I'm doing this on the MacBook is because this is what all the teachers have, and many of the students who need these types of accessibility features will be equipped with an Apple computer through the school. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come down to the Launchpad. And then you are going to go into System Preferences. Most of the features that we're going to be demonstrating today are in this accessibility, under the accessibility icon. However, we're going to do dictation and speech, which is separate. So first thing we'll do is we'll do dictation. Dictation is basically speech-to-text software, something you may be familiar with. Right now I have it set under the English, and the shortcut is to press the function or the FN key 2 times. However, as you'll see, you can choose another shortcut if you'd like, or customize it according to your needs or your students' needs. So I have my text, my Microsoft Word open. I'm going to hit the function key twice and wait until a little microphone pops up on the screen, and then I'm going to talk and watch what happens. I really love school. And so it says what I said. However, one thing that you need to remind the students of is that they need to tell it when they would like punctuation. So I'll say, I love school, period. Good. And so what I did is I clicked enter on my keyboard and was able to tell it when I was ready to stop. So right now I'm going to hide this, come back to that in a second. Now I have text-to-speech. Text-to-speech is the opposite. So it's going to take the text and read it to the student or to yourself out loud. Right now I have it set to Alex, but as you'll see, there are 6 different voices to come from. You can customize it a little bit more to your liking. I have it set on Alex, but you could certainly do Bruce, Fred, whatever. Alex is who most of my students like. He sounds the most human, as you'll see, and I like him a little bit faster.
Most people recognize me by my voice.
So there you go. And his shortcut is the Option and the Escape button located on the left-hand side of your keyboard. I'm going to come back over here, highlight the text I want him to read. That's an important part. And I'm going to hit the Option and Escape button.
I love school.
So he said that. I'll do that one more time.
I love school.
There you go. This can also be done through web pages and so on and so forth. The only thing that I found doesn't work with the Apple software text-to-speech is Google Docs or our Google Docs. Unfortunately, you would have to download the Google app, and it doesn't just work altogether. Something that I recommend for my students that's much easier is to copy and paste the text and put it in a Word document, or you can even go down here into a memo if they haven't downloaded Microsoft Word. Okay, I'm back. I had to pause for my 3-year-old. So the next thing that I want to show you is also on the Launchpad through System Preferences and back to the accessibility features. These are all just as easy as the dictation and text-to-speech. We have our display, and this would be for students who have some vision difficulties, or there are some students on the spectrum who these contrast options, it really makes it a lot easier for them. Also for students with chronic migraine. So I could invert the colors, which may look a little silly to some of us. However, for those who need it, it's really, really nice. You can also use it to grayscale, so black and white, or you can do both. We can enhance the contrast, and we can even change the cursor size. See, it's getting larger, and I have several students who use this as well. So I actually like mine to be a little bit bigger. And then there are also other display preferences that we can go in. So we can change some of the resolution, which I'm going to leave it just how it is, or you can change the brightness as well, which can also be done on through your keyboard. And head back. There's also zoom. So I can make it so I could use the control button to zoom in, or I can change the oops, the zoom styles. There are more options here, so I can do more zoom, less zoom. There's also something called voiceover, which is a little bit more complex, and I'm not going to go over it too much today, but it does the text to speech, but it's way more than that. So you can toggle over a picture and it can describe a picture for you. It can read headlines. It'll tell you that it's slightly above the main text. It just goes over so much stuff. This can really be helpful for students who have low vision, as well as students who just might not want to read it at that second because they could have a migraine. That's what I have one student who has chronic migraine. He uses it for that a lot. There's other hearing, some options for different types of hearing through like stereo. Play stereo audio as mono. So think of it this way: if you have headphones on and it feels like you're in a movie theater, and not everything is the same in both ears. It sounds like a stereo or like a car's driving by. That's stereo. And mono is when you're hearing the same thing in both ears. This is extremely important for those students who may have low hearing or they may be deaf in one ear. So I'm actually going to click out of that because I want the stereo. And there's also the flash the screen when the alert sound occurs. So if you have an alert or calendar alert or something set, it'll flash instead. So if you have low hearing or you're deaf, that helps with alarms and whatnot. There's different captions. We're not going to be going over that too much. You can change the keys, so students who their sensory output is different and they maybe type really, really fast or hard. It helps with that. Mouse and trackpad, and then switching controls. You can use different switches and whatnot, but we just went over some of the more basic ones to help the needs of students at Metro. And mostly they'll use, as I said, the dictation and speech, and then some of the Zoom features, as well as the, what was it called? The voiceover as well, and display. Those are all very helpful. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me. Have a great day.